welcome back. I am going to be starting off my YouTube channel by doing 20 random facts about me. I thought that'd be a great way for you guys to get to know a little bit about me, and in return I would love to know a little bit about you guys, so feel free to leave down in the comments below what is one or two things that is maybe a random fact about you. And don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that way you can be tuned in when I post new videos. Alright, let's get started. The very first random fact about me is that I am an only child. I don't know about you, but I feel like only children are rare creatures out in the world today. But yeah, none of my friends are an only child. I am the only one out of the group. And so let me know if you're an only child too, especially with your friends and family. Okay, so fact number 2 is I am a night owl. I do not like mornings. I like to sleep in as much as I can. I don't know about you guys, but I love sleeping in. I love relaxing in my bed and only getting up in the morning if I need to. That being said, if I do have work or whatnot, I will get up and after a few minutes I'll be adjusted, but I definitely like sleeping in and going to bed later. Okay, so fact number 3 is that my favorite color is purple. I'm not sure if you can kind of tell by my pillows and curtain in the background, but my favorite color is purple, and it has been since probably middle school, so it's definitely been a while, but I love the deep, dark purples or violets. Fact number 4 is that I actually earned my Associates of Arts degree in Interior Design at FIDM back a few years ago in 2015. So I do have a college degree in interior design. The next random fact about me is that I have a huge sweet tooth, and I mean huge. No exaggeration. I love sweets. I love chocolate. I love candy. I love anything that is sweet. That's all I love to eat, which is very bad, but thankfully, knock on wood, I have not had any cavities yet. But yes, I love sweets, love chocolate, can't get enough of it. The next fact about me is that I have fractured 2 bones. In freshman year, I actually fractured my ankle, my right ankle. I was playing with my dog, and I was about to kick her ball in the house. It's like a hard plastic ball, and it has holes in it, so it almost looks like a wiffle ball. I think that's what you call them, but they had bigger holes, so there's maybe like 6 holes in it, and the ball was about this big, and my foot got caught in one of the holes, fell down, twisted it. Next morning my ankle was all swollen and blue. It looked like a tennis ball. It was so gross, and my dad actually made me walk around the school campus until I got to my PE class, told her about my ankle, and she says you need to go to the doctor. But fun fact is he made me walk around the whole school with a broken ankle until I got the news that I had to leave school and go to the doctors. And then the next fracture was actually recently, last summer. I was giving my dogs lunch in her bowl. I know it's a little weird that they're both related to my dogs, but I don't know, it's just a coincidence. But the next one was from my toe, and it is the middle of their toe, right where it bends, and right as I was putting the lid on my dog's food container back on, it actually spiraled off and landed straight on my toe, and just from the impaction it fractured it a little bit. Did not have to wear any casts or anything for those 2 injuries, but I did have to wear a brace until like the 6 weeks or so. Okay, so that brings me on to my next fact, and that is I am clumsy. I'm the clumsiest person you would ever know. I fall, I trip, I drop things, I just can't help it. I got this little scar from falling and tripping into my car when I was 3, and I had to get stitches for that. So I am just a clumsy girl. I don't know, are you guys clumsy? Am I just the only one? Because I feel like everyone else has it together except me. So the next fact is kind of in relation to the previous 2 facts, but I have had 5 surgeries. Can you guys guess what they are before I go into it? Leave in the comments below what you think the 5 surgeries have been. Ready and go. Are you doing it? Alright, so the 5 surgeries I've had are my tonsils. I've had those removed in college because I have had tonsillitis all my life. Every 2 to 3 months I would have an infection, need to get antibiotics, and my doctor just never thought I needed to get it out. Went to see a specialist, and finally he's like, you need to get those bad boys out. Got them out. Have had rarely any sore throats since that. I have had a few, but definitely not as bad. So if you ever have any sore throat issues constantly, then I would definitely recommend to go see an ENT and maybe they can help you out. The next surgery I had was with my wisdom teeth. Though that was in high school actually, and I got all 4 of them taken out. It was okay. I had one side was a little bruised and swollen, so that was a little embarrassing, I guess you can say, but it was during the summer, so I didn't have to worry about going to school like that. And the third one actually was when I was 3, and that is the same story I told you about. The scar, tripped, fell, hit my head on the metal part of the car, and my head split open. This was at the parking lot of my mom's eye doctor, and so he had to, we met him at the hospital, and he stitched me back up. But that's technically, I don't know if you'd call it a surgery. The last 2 were the most, I would say, official surgeries, not the typical tonsil or wisdom teeth, but it is for my arm. So I don't know if you can see this, but I have a gnarly scar here. That is from 2 surgeries. The first one, they had to shorten my ulna. So if you guys want to learn more about that, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'd be happy to tell you. I know you guys, some people can get queasy about hearing all these, you know, technical terms and the graphic stories about, you know, the surgeries and everything. So I won't go on to that. Second one was to remove a hardware. So those are the 5 surgeries I've had. Let's move on to the next fact. Okay, so the next fact is that my favorite animals are dogs and elephants. I have pretty much grown up with dogs since I was in 6th grade, and when I was younger I used to always go to the zoo, and elephants would always draw me in. They always caught my eye, and I just loved how, you know, beautiful of an animal they are, and just what they stand for. They're so loyal, and they're just so cute, and I don't know, those are just my 2 favorite animals. Okay, I'm not sure what fact we are on now, but the next fact is that I don't really drink much coffee. Coffee kind of upsets my stomach, but the one coffee that I love is peppermint mocha. Can't wait for that to come out around the holiday time. I wish it was all year round, and I think I'm gonna have to stock up on the coffee bags at the store next time it comes out, because I just cannot get enough of it, and it's one of the only drinks that my stomach seems to be able to handle. And Starbucks, they're by far my favorite. They have my favorite peppermint mocha. Okay, so the next fact is that I live in Southern California, and where I live, it's amazing because we have access to the beaches, the mountains, amusement parks. It's amazing. The only thing is that it is really hot, and it gets to be about 100, 115 during the summer, and thankfully right now it's in the low 100s, but it's still hot, but I love it here. Okay, so the next fact is that I love soda, preferably Dr. Pepper or Pepsi. Dr. Pepper being my absolute favorite, all hands down. Dr. Pepper, I could drink it all day, every day, but I also like Pepsi. So that leads me to the next fact, and that is I prefer Pepsi over Coke. I know a lot of people prefer Coke, but I just feel like it has this weird aftertaste after you drink it, and I don't know, Pepsi just tastes so much better. The next facts is that I am a Gemini. I was born in May, and I feel like for the most part my horoscopes and everything pretty much aligns with how I am, my personality wise. I feel like, especially having, you know, the twins, the positive, the negative, the yin, the yang, I feel like I really do show that sometimes when I'm considering something. I think of the positives, the negatives, But yeah, I am a Gemini. And okay guys, so my memory ended up being full, so I had to stop and pause, and now I am back again filming the following week and finishing up 28 random facts about me. I believe I left off on 14. So 15th fact about me is that I am very shy and introverted. I definitely like to be kind of by myself or in smaller groups. I do not like to be around large groups, and I can be very shy at first, but I tend to warm up to people, you know, after a few minutes and feeling comfortable. The 16th fact about me is that I used to want to be a teacher when I was younger. And at one point I wanted to be a flight attendant, but mostly I wanted to be a teacher. And I actually thought about it, but because I've been so shy, I always you know, that kind of prevented me from actually pursuing that career. Okay, so the 17th fact about me is that I have lupus, and I was actually diagnosed about 2 years ago in October. And I can always go do a separate video of how I found out I had lupus. I'm still learning about it, but it is something that I am dealing with every day. I think we're on fact number 18 now, but fact number 18 is that I'm very short, or I feel like I'm very short. I am 5'3", and yeah, I've always wanted to be a little bit taller, about an inch or two, but I'm actually 5'3". Okay, so fact number 19 is that I have a pet peeve of entitled people, or people who feel like they have to act entitled in certain places. I work retail, and I tend to see a lot of that in people, but even, you know, in everyday life when I'm going about in other stores, or, you know, just how people approach you, they kind of give an entitled sense when you're talking to them, or just when you're observing them. And that really frustrates me, because I feel that everyone should be treated fairly, with kindness, and no one is better than someone, no matter how much money they make, what they look like, you know, their appearance, what valuables they have, you know, things like that. I don't feel like that allows you to treat someone, you know, as if you're better than them. So fact number 20 is that I like candy. I've already said I had a sweet tooth. Some people really like ice cream, and Ben & Jerry's is a great snack of mine, but lately I have been craving and obsessing over M&M, the caramels, or caramels, however you pronounce it. But those are my go-to, and I have a little drawer. Let me grab it. By my bedside, and I have one of these bags, and I just, you know, snack on them here and there. But I always like to keep some in my room when you know, I'm having a bad day, and then at night when I want a little dessert or treat, I always like to snack on those. Okay, so that's 20 random facts about myself. I hope you guys found some of them possibly interesting and fun to learn a little bit more about me. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below what is one random fact about you, so I can get to know a little bit more about my audience. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below, hit that like button and subscribe button with that notification bell, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see ya. Bye.